Imagine waking up tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. You drag yourself out of bed, get in a car you are still paying off, and sit in bumper-to-bumper traffic for 45 minutes to go to a job you only tolerate, so you can pay for a house that you were barely ever in. Society tells you this is normal. Work until you're 65 and pray your knees still work well enough to finally enjoy your life. But what if I told you that in just 10 years, you could permanently stop working? Not by winning the lottery, not by being a tech CEO, but by setting up a mathematical system where your money works harder than you do.
Most people remain tied to decades of work not because financial independence is impossible, but because they quit right before their engine actually switches on. My name is Matt. In this video, I'm going to give you the brutal, uncensored mathematics of early retirement. I'm going to show you exactly how to retire in 10 years on a totally normal salary, and I'll give you the exact blueprint to do it. Before we go any further, drop a quick comment below with your current age and the age you actually want to retire. Knowing where you stand matters. Let's see who's serious about this. Let's start by destroying the biggest myth in personal finance. Traditional advisors tell you that you need to hit a magic number like $3 million. That is why most people give up. But here is the secret. Your ability to retire has absolutely nothing to do with your income. It is 100% dictated by your savings rate. Let's look at the brutal math. If you save 10% of your income, which is what experts tell you to do, you will have to work for 51 years. If you save 25% of your income, you will have to work for 32 years. But if you can aggressively strip away the financial fat and save 60% of your income, the math dictates that you only have to work for 10 and a half years. I want you to let that sink in. A 60% savings rate equals a 10-year working life. Because your cost of living is so low, the total amount you need to retire drops dramatically. Now I can already hear the comments typing away. Matt, you're crazy. I make $70,000 a year. By the time I pay rent and buy groceries, I have zero left. How the hell am I supposed to save 60%? I hear you, and I am not going to sugarcoat this. If you have a normal salary and you want to achieve an abnormal result like retiring in 10 years, you cannot live a normal life. You cannot do what normal people do. Let's run the exact scenario. Let's say you take home $60,000 a year after taxes. That's $5,000 a month in your checking account. To hit a 60% savings rate, you must automatically invest $3,000 of that every single month, which leaves you with exactly $2,000 a month to live on. Is living on $2,000 a month in modern-day America difficult? Absolutely. Is it impossible? No. Millions of college students and minimum wage workers do it every single day. The difference is you are doing it voluntarily. This is known in the financial independence community as lean fire. You are stripping away every single luxury, every single status symbol, and every ounce of financial fat from your life for 1 decade, so you can buy back the next 4 decades of your own life. So how do we actually live on $2,000 a month without being miserable? You do not get there by skipping $5 lattes. You get there by violently attacking the big two: housing and transportation. You cannot rent a luxury 1-bedroom apartment for $2,200. You must house hack, get roommates, or use geographic arbitrage to move somewhere cheaper. Your housing must drop below $800 a month, and you absolutely cannot have a $700 car payment. If you finance a car, you are actively volunteering to work for an extra 5 years of your life. You buy a 12-year-old Honda Civic in cash, and you drive it until the wheels fall off. When you combine roommates and a paid-off beater car, your mandatory survival expenses drop to around $1,200 a month. That leaves you $800 a month for groceries, a gym membership, and occasional fun. But living like a broke college student is psychologically exhausting if you don't track your progress. You need a countdown clock. Most people feel like the stock market is just tossing random numbers at them, but you need to use the rule of 72. You take the number 72 and divide it by your expected annual return. Historically, the S&P 500 returns about 10% a year, so 72 divided by 10 equals 7.2. That means on average, your invested money will completely double roughly every 7 years. If you aggressively save $50,000, in one cycle it becomes $100,000. In the next cycle it becomes $200,000, then $400,000. Every completed doubling cycle isn't just about watching numbers climb. It is about converting years of labor into years shaved off your working life. You are crossing off working years you will never have to give away to a boss. But defense alone will only get you so far. To guarantee your 10-year exit, you have to play offense. Offense is how you expand the amount of money flowing into your system by earning promotions or building a side hustle. But here is where 99% of the middle class fails. When they did a raise from $4,000 a month to $6,000 a month, they immediately upgrade their apartment and buy a nicer car. This is lifestyle creep, and it resets your retirement clock back to zero. You must deploy the 100% gap rule. I want you to treat every new dollar you earn as a worker joining your team. If you let lifestyle creep absorb that raise, you are firing those workers before they ever contribute. But if you hold your expenses flat at $2,000 and you take 100% of that new raise and assign it to your investment portfolio, those workers never sleep, they never quit, and they never stop compounding. By playing offense and defense simultaneously, that 10.5-year sentence quickly drops to 8 years, or even 7 years. So you are aggressively saving thousands a month. Where does it actually go? You need a structure that doesn't just build up once, but keeps running like a machine, whether you clock in or not. You need the 3-layer portfolio: growth, income, and stability. Layer 1 is growth. This is your engine. These are broad market index funds like the S&P 500. This pushes your money beyond inflation and ensures your capital appreciates over the decade. Layer 2 is income producers. This is your fuel. These are dividend-paying stocks and real estate investment trusts, or REITs. They pay you cash whether the market is up or down. Every dividend check either pays for your living expenses or gets reinvested to buy more time. Layer 3 is stability. These are your brakes: high-yield savings accounts, treasury bonds, or a small gold position. When the stock market inevitably crashes, this layer prevents the single biggest danger: being forced to sell your valuable stocks at the bottom just to cover your living expenses. The framework itself is straightforward, but the test is sticking with it. The hardest part isn't the math. It is resisting the urge to interrupt compounding before the tipping point arrives. If you choose this path, society will punish you. There will be a Tuesday night in year 4. You will be eating leftovers out of a Tupperware container, driving your old Civic, and you'll open Instagram. You'll see your coworkers posting pictures from a resort in Tulum, driving a financed BMW. Your emotional brain will scream, "I have $60,000 saved up. I'm richer than all of them. Let me just take $10,000 and go to Europe. I deserve it." If you cave, you steal from your future self. You have to realize that your friends are taking out high-interest debt to buy temporary bursts of dopamine. They are purchasing a lifestyle that forces them to wake up to an alarm clock until they're 65. You are secretly buying freedom. If you can endure the social discomfort of looking poor to people who are actually broke, you will win the ultimate prize. Retiring in 10 years is not a myth. It is a mathematical certainty if you build the machine and leave it alone. So here is my challenge to you. Commit to a simple 12-month experiment. Calculate your monthly investable amount today. Aggressively play defense on your lifestyle and put every single raise or bonus directly into investments for 1 year. If you want to truly master the game of money, you have to stop looking at what the fake rich are doing. Society wants you to believe that wealth looks like a financed Porsche and a Gucci belt. It's a complete lie. I made a video breaking down the 9 signs someone is secretly wealthy. Click the video right here on the screen. I'm Matt, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that video.